Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I waited for so long. Stacy, can't you see? You're just not the girl for me. I know it may be wrong, but I'm in love with Stacy's mom.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to 31 Days of Horror. I am Morgan Film Fan. Let's jump into some scares. Stacy, or Attack of the Schoolgirl Zombies, is a film that was released in 2001. This is from Japan, and this was directed by Naoyuki Tomomatsu, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And this is a wild one. Again, another film that I just discovered this year. And I love my zombie films, especially my foreign zombie films. You can't get enough of them, especially foreign zombie films that have a bunch of Japanese schoolgirls, hentai style in them. I'm definitely going to be picking a film like this up. This is released by Synapse Films, a company that I can always trust. And this definitely feels old school. It has that 2001 old school Japanese feel. Very, very cheesy. You can tell that this is a very low budget film, very indie film. This is definitely one of those cult things. A lot of trauma vibes in here. Packed with trauma vibes, even though trauma had nothing to do with this film whatsoever. You can definitely feel that this is almost a love child of trauma and Quentin Tarantino. This is something that I could see Quentin Tarantino presents Stacy, Attack of the Schoolgirl Zombies, placed on the cover if this was some kind of alternate universe or something like that. What we have going on here is we have this epidemic, which is worldwide, by the way, even though this film solely takes place in Japan. And you have these 15 to 17-year-old girls, only 15 to 17 for some reason, and it's not explained whatsoever, turning into zombies. However, this new term, this unquoted term, nobody knows where this term came from, Stacy's, is what these girls are called. So basically when these girls turn into zombies, people start calling them Stacy's, which is 15 to 17-year-old girl 15 to 17-year-old girls who are undead, basically. And they just roam the streets and they want to eat people. And there's really, really funny and bizarre terms in this film. There's one called near-death happiness, which is basically when a girl is about to turn into a zombie very soon. She goes into this like ecstasy kind of ecstatic behavior where she just gets giddy and laughs at everything and wants to make jokes out of everything and just becomes super, super bubbly to the extreme until of course she turns into the undead, or Stacy in this case. And there's just bizarre stuff like that. They mention this powder, which is another acronym, but I forget what it is, but the zombies release some kind of powder, and it's like this love thing that they put in the air. Very confusing stuff. It's a film that merits a lot of rewatches, and something that it's not about the story, and I'm telling you it's not, because this film is about zombie carnage, or I'm sorry, Stacy carnage, and there's limbs flying everywhere, and when zombies or Stacys are being mauled down by assault rifles, there's just legs and arms, and there's this one Stacy walking around with her eyeball hanging down. And they don't shy away from the gore. There's scenes where Stacy's heads are removed and the entire spine comes with it. So this girl is lying on some autopsy table and her head is over here and her head is all like, ah, and her body is like all the way down here. Very hilarious stuff. Lots of Japanese humor. If you know your Japanese humor, you're going to have a kick out of this one. If you don't, then you're going to be put into something where the only thing you're going to be saying is, what the fuck did you just show me? So, you really got to know your audience with this one. It's hilarious, though. There's this whole gag where they're selling chainsaws, and they even call the chainsaw Bruce Campbell One Arm 2 or something like that. And they're promoting these chainsaws so that Stacy's can be killed by their families or their boyfriends, because there is a lot of laws when it comes to Stacy's, okay? You have to take your Stacy killing seriously, all right? Only boyfriends and only families can kill Stacy's, all right? It is completely illegal for anybody else to kill a Stacy. However, there's still military groups forming, and they're kind of rogue, and they're I guess best word to say is rogue, and they go around killing Stacys anyway. However, these Stacys, especially pre-mortem, start to get into their near-death happiness, and then they start to make these men cry and have these existential crises, I guess that's how you say it, where they start to realize why it should be families and boyfriends who kill these Stacys instead of some random Joe, because a Stacy, of course, should be killed by a loved one, never some random stranger. So the humor works for me, and I just love these bonkers, batshit, all over the place films that really don't make any sense plot wise, but you kind of just go with, especially for the gore. And it's just hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. It gets strangely black comedy style touching by the third act, and you get this love story between this girl named Iko and this guy named Shibu-san. And I remember Shibu-san because being a house DJ, or a DJ in general, one of my favorite house DJs is Shiba-san. So it's very easy to remember this guy's name as Shibu-san. And he is a puppeteer. His passion is puppets. This film also, it almost feels episodic, because in between the zombie stuff, you'll get these random things, like you'll get this commercial about the buzzsaws that are called Bruce Campbell, and you'll have these people promoting them, and it'll be like a telecommercial, whatever, infomercial, whatever you call those, that came in between shows way back in the 90s. And you'll get a puppet show out of nowhere, and just random things like that. You got a main character that's going through her near-death happiness. This is Iko. This is the girl that falls in love with Shibu-san. And apologize, bear with me, I'm very bad with pronouncing names in this film, for obvious reasons. But they fall in love, and they have this like cute love story. Iko is always carrying around this bell which jingles all like pretty much throughout the film, and every time she shows up, all you hear is diddling, diddling, and she's all like, it's hanging down, and she's like swinging it, and she's bouncing around. Just funny stuff. Of course, you know, you got hentai schoolgirls all over the place. You got hentai ninjas in here, for God's sakes. You got this crazy military woman that's just wanting to mow down Stacy's. It's fun, and it's packed with a lot of crazy Japanese humor, and I had an absolute blast with Stacy, aka Attack of the Schoolgirl Zombies. So, great little film, great little discovery. If I could find a Blu-ray of this thing, absolutely I would be picking that up. But this is one that I'm excited to revisit at some point, and I very much enjoyed my time with Stacy. And let's not get attacked by Stacys anytime soon, although my fantasies kind of make me wonder if I would actually kind of enjoy that maybe a little bit. But stay tuned for day 3 for another 31 Days of Horror, and we will see what's coming then. Keep things spooky, stay tuned for more, and until next time, cheers.